Yo, hey, what's up? I'm sorry, did I just fake you out right now? Did you think Summer Jaden was going to be on the end of that yo? I'm not even sure Jaden says yo, but no, yo, he's not, because summer's over, according to War of the Visions, and fall has begun, and we are back on this beautiful balcony, which Celeste does very well to inhabit, because she looks great on a balcony, but no, she's really good on the battlefield, too. She's a general, yo. So anyway, that's what's going on. No, it's actually not fall yet. So if you do have some summer plans still booked, parasailing perhaps, or some summer drinks. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why there has to be seasons for drinks. I don't really get that. I never did. But anyhow, go to it. You've got a week. So enjoy that, and we will move on from there. Yay. So I am actually happy that I'm finally making this, because I was making this last night and I had a power outage. Yeah, right in the middle of it too, smack in the middle. So nothing got saved, and it is what it is. But I was actually really, really annoyed, because I had this meal that I was really excited to make. And I was looking forward to it so much over the last 2 days, and then boom, power outage. Couldn't do anything in the kitchen whatsoever, so got forced to order food. But made the most of it. I did what anybody would do in order to make the most of it, and I ordered Thai food, and so that was delicious. But still, I was pretty bitter about it. But here we are, a new day, so far electricity is on, so yes, flowing through us. Anyhow, that's all good. Let's go do what we're supposed to do and figure out who's cool to pull this week, right? All right. And it's a tree. Is this tree cool to pull? I don't know. There's a lot going on there, because is it cool to pull up a tree? No, it's really not. You should never pull up a tree unless it's like maybe some poisonous invasive species of tree that is wrecking things around you a lot. But no, actually, this looks like a beautiful oak tree, and like some personification is going on, and the March of the Ents is one of my favorite most satisfying like scenes on the battlefield, mentally and in motion pictures. So I've got a lot of love for personified trees. And let's go see. I don't know what this one's about, but let's go read about this story, The Princess of Verdant Vengeance, Sheridan. All right. So she was once a very gifted princess who supported her beloved, foolish brother. Unlike me, I will have you know, I am the second born. My oldest brother is quite a nice leader and rule follower, and I was up to all sorts of shenanigans, so I would not have followed him, nor would I have followed any of my 3 younger siblings on their foolish shenanigans, because I was in charge. So I'm already not relating, but let's keep reading on. All right, so fearing her tactical prowess, her brother and his queen decided to poison her. Oh man, ultimate slap in the face by a siblincide? Siblinacide? I don't know. But she saw through their plot and escaped. Good for you. Later, with the help of many, she wreaks vengeance on her land and kills her brother with her own hands. After the ordeal, she disappeared, only to be found later in the form of a plant that feeds off her vices so that she can maintain her sanity. All right, that seems a little bit unfair, I've got to say. So they were trying to poison her. She got rid of them because they were, terrible and corrupt. And then she feeds off her own vices? Which looks like, in this picture, to be some sort of a weird jack-o'-lantern. I don't know. I don't really like this story. So just based off this story, and based off being like the oldest daughter in a family of 5. That's right. There's a lot of us. I'm gonna have to say, so far, not doing for me. This is not so cool to pull. But let's look at our details and find out what's going on there. So the vision card details. It'll still be for Earth units, of course, which will give them magic up 50%, slash attack resistance up 10. and Earth unit accuracy up 25. So obviously this is meant to go with Queen Mashari, who just came out. You might be very excited about it because she is probably the first Earth unit in a year, or almost a year. So get excited about that. And she'll go great. She'll go great with this VC, as would Lual. I really love Lual and that scholarly persona. That actually speaks to me more than this weird, like, I follow my evil little brother around persona, but that's fine. And this will be great for either of them, either of those great Earth magic users, as well as, we didn't even look at, the limited bestowed effects, which will give accuracy up 8, area attack resistance up 10, missile attack resistance up 10, and maximum HP up 10% as well. So a lot going on if you want to slap this on your Earth magic user. Now, as an Esper, she is going to be really, really great for your Earth, again, Earth magic users, because she's got Lightning Eater and Earth magic attack and things like that and whatever. I don't know if I even said that right, but she's got those things that are like very specific to Earth. It's hard when you have a lot of magic Espers to choose from. I would be hard pressed maybe to like find a place for this on one of my other magic users that I've already built resonance with, Bahamut or Diabolos or Rama and all those guys. So anyway, there's one more thing, tectonics. As somebody who may have come from the West Coast, I get a little nervous when we talk about tectonics and tectonic plates and things like that. But this is just a game. Let's relax and read. Well, this will evoke Sheraton. It will deal Earth damage of the maximum potential to enemies within range based on caster's magic stat, and will activate temporary map effects, which will raise the allies' attack and magic and increase effect for Earth units and significantly lower enemies' Earth resistance. Okay, I didn't say that very well, but go read it again, do it yourself, whatever. As you can see on the little map there, this has got a great range. It's got a height of 1, and yeah, this will go far. So tectonics, as tectonic plates have shown us, do affect a wide range of the Earth and the people and things like that. So there she is, the Princess of Verdant Vengeance, Sheraton. Let's see if there's maybe, in fact, did I already skip it? Did I see, like, I don't know if I saw like a little display of her Esper. I don't think we get one, but is she cool to pull up by her roots? No, don't pull her up by her roots. That's heinous. But yeah, I mean, like, she's cool if you have a full like Earth crew that's looking for her. For me, I don't know. I don't think she's that cool to pull. I really wanted to like her because, you know, my feeling for Ents and all. But I don't think she's on that March of the Ents. I think that she's too busy living off her vices and eating pumpkins, angry jack-o'-lanterns, actually, let's be honest, and things like that. I don't know where their other vices would be. But, well, maybe poison. Maybe those flowers are under her poison because that was a vice, because they tried to poison her. I don't know. So, I don't know. I'm not totally thinking she's that cool to pull, but maybe you tell me differently. I think, again, she'll be very, very great for anybody that pulled Queen Mashari. But cool to pull for me? No, I don't think so. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. What else is going on this week? A winter reissue. So you'll have a chance to get any of these holiday cheerful people. I don't know. So I'm a big fan of holiday units in general. Oh, by the way, I'm drinking wine, which is kind of holiday-esque. Although, I don't know, I guess you would say like sangria or something. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, no, it's just regular wine. But that's why it's not clinky and things like that. Anyhow, there's a lot of fun holiday attire and snowman beating ups and things like that. So you can get in on this if you're into it. I think the two main gals that you might really want from this would be, yes, you, Winter Victoria, and her partner in crime, Winter Loretha. They're actually probably the best units that you could pull out of this. But it all has to depend on your roster and whether or not these guys can bring anything to it. But yeah, they are fun. I'd be happy to see like a male holiday unit. Everybody wants Santa Claus Balo, which would be adorable, of course. And we'll see. I don't know what this holiday will come to unveil, but here you have Christmas in September, so do what you want with that. And secondly, what we have this week is a revisit of these vision cards, which are really good. And I like that this 5-step gives you an option at the very end to choose which one you want. You can get either holiday party or a gift like no other. And if we take a quick look at those, I've always wanted this card. I've always wanted it because I'm a big Ildira fan. I'm a big Sleepyhead fan. And this actually applies to Summer Sleepy, just in case you're wondering. But I've always wanted this one, and they look so happy in the kitchen, baking pie and making turkeys and just celebrating all the holiday fanfare and whatnot. So fanfare, and whatever. So I always wanted to be actually at this party with them, and was thinking about all the fun we might have and all the things we want to talk about. But that is neither here nor there. What we're supposed to be looking at is the actual card, and we can read it. Let's see. A splendid array of dishes always. The cold of the season would be unbearable if not for your marvelous cooking, Ildira. I never would have expected you to have such talent, as you always go about with a stern look on your face, doing your little calculations. Elsarel, what is it you mean? In a sense, cooking is but another form of mathematics, equations of ingredient volumes and heat levels that lead us to delights of the palate. Good, another perfectly calculated pie. Is that how it works? I'm getting sleepy now that I have a full belly. Can't help but feel you sleep regardless of the contents of your stomach, mind you. Good night, Elsarel. It has been quite an eventful year for all. Let us hope that the year proves to be a good one. Oh, that was nice. See, don't you want to be there? I want to be there. The card itself will give you area attack resistance up 20, water unit dexterity up 35%, and just, for the record, that AoE resistance is for everybody, not just water units. The dexterity, however, is specific to water. Limited bestowed effects will give magic up 10% to your water units, and then water attack up 20 for Elsarel. Or Summer Elsarel, or Adira. What is wrong with me? Ildira. It's because I'm not used to saying her name. I just call her Math Girl and things like that. Anyway, that's a really good card. I actually picked it up for Rydia, who is perhaps my alt account, because she's very strong in water, and I thought that this was a great opportunity. She had a bunch of Viz lying around, so I thought this was a great opportunity to pick up a strong water card that could maybe help out. When you have a new account, sometimes just being able to get your cards that you can max out at the time is more important than kind of slowly, growing the ones that you have, because those will take forever. So let's look at the other option. We have a gift like no other, and of course this features Victora and Loartha with sad bah humbug Marcherie in the background, bummed about I don't know what. Well, I guess maybe that's on the card. We'll have to read about it, so let's go do that right now. I have something a little different cooked up for this year's Holy Night treat. Ooh, it's packed to the brim. There's never a dull moment with you and your devious ways, is there? Well, if they want to stick with me, they shall need to be able to take this sort of thing in their stride, and with a smile to boot. This is shaping up to be a real night to remember. It'll be gorgeous. We shall light up the sky like never before. I know the look of villainy when I see it. Just what are you two plotting? Yeah, so from what that describes, it sounds like, Queen Marcherie, you are kind of being a bit of bah humbug. Maybe they just want to sprinkle some presents around the sky, or, I don't know, beat up some snowmen. There's nothing wrong with beating up snowmen. that I can tell. They're just made of snow. Come on. Anyway, they have a vision ability, which is 3 times a charm that'll deal 3 hit damage to targets and lower critical evasion rate for 3 turns on that little intersection of a map. We didn't look at the other vision ability. Shoot. Sorry, my fault. Also, the limited bestowed effects will give you... Oh, wait, I didn't even think I mentioned any of these. All right, party ability will give your wind units wind attack up 50%, wind unit critical hit rate up 13%, and wind unit maximum hit points up 25%. So these are very, very significant stats. What I know, because I do play ice, is there aren't a lot of wind attack units out there. Winter Loartha is a huge one, and I do not like meeting her in battle. She does pack a punch, and she hits hard, and she has done some damage to my ice team before. But other than that, there's not much. And it was mentioned in the Discord that June can benefit from this card, depending on whether you like to build her pure bulky or if you want to give her a chance for some attack in there. But the hit points up 25% would definitely be good for her. Anyhow, this is the card that is up for grabs, and let's go look at this because we didn't talk about that. Holy Knight's Purge. This will deal medium damage to targets within range based on caster's magic stat and lower attack magic for 3 turns, while increasing potency against targets whose height is a multiple of 3 and a chance of inflicting mobilize for 3 turns. This is a great ability to add on to a deal res kit. And I don't know, really, I don't see it all that often, really. But I think, see conditions to use, there's kind of a small little group of people who can put this into motion. So keep that in mind if you're looking at the abilities, and maybe let's take a look at that. Again, you got to keep the jobs in mind as far as these abilities go on some of these vision cards, because they can look really great, but if you actually can't use them because you don't have somebody that you're putting it on that is going to put it in motion, then that excitement is just gonna it's gonna be like when you wake up and you thought you knew what you were getting for Christmas, but your parents ended up getting you like the generic version, which is very, very less cool, and your friends are gonna make fun of you, and you're just gonna hate your parents for it, and then you're gonna feel guilty for hating your parents for it, and then you're just gonna basically just wallow in some sort of like sadness and self-loathing, and probably gonna have to repair a lot of those relationships with your family throughout the year until next Christmas. So don't be like that. Figure it out beforehand before you pull on it. So like I said, I did grab the winter holiday party for Rydia Rydia grabbed it, I should say. Because we've got a lot of great water units, and that was something that was just nice to add, and I was happy to have another Mex card. Anyway, so are these cards cool to pull is really what it comes down to. I think that it really just kind of depends on your account. I think they're cool to pull in the sense that they don't come around often. I think they're both strong cards. I think they can both bring some element, like they can cover some stuff that's not covered in the VCs that we already have. So there is some utility there, and especially if you're grabbing Winter Loartha, this is an absolutely wonderful card for her specifically. I think Ildira is seen a lot less in PvE, but I think she's a very great unit. I still really enjoy using her all around, and in general, that dexterity stat is not is not to be ignored. I think it's pretty stellar as well, and applicable in a lot of different situations. So cool to pull. I think these holiday cards are, and for 10k, you could actually pick up both cards along the way as you're doing that step up. So that's something to think about too. You get to choose at the end which one you're going to grab, and then you can use the medals that you got to put towards working up that VC. So those ones I would say yes. The tree, don't pull her by her roots. She's been through so much. And the winter units themselves, I don't know. This banner for me is just not good enough. I don't like the ability, or the inability, I should say, to target a specific unit when we just put a bunch of people on the same banner. So, with there only really being, I think, two main units that are super strong, unless you really love the holiday and you don't mind, you just want to grab any of them because they're fun and they've got a lot of holiday spirit, then I would say absolutely go for it, because I totally get that. I can totally relate to that. And making a holiday theme party would also be super, super fun, and I'd love to see that in motion, either in the arena or in like a PvE team or something like that, or even in guild. I have mad respect for you for running a holiday themed party, especially if you were not in my guild and we got to attack you, and it'd be great. Okay. All right. So that said, on the notion of guild, we still have one spot left in our guild, and it's mostly because we keep shaking things around. See, Dukes, man, you're away for the weekend and you won't even see that I said something about you in the guild chat. Anyhow, yes, we've got a spot if you'd like to come hang with our Aries guild. It's climbing the ranks, and yeah, it's been a good time. We would love to get somebody new in there. Otherwise, come hang in our Discord or something and chat about the game. We have fun with that too, amongst other things. So thanks for hanging out. I'm finally glad that the power didn't go out while I was talking about all this fantastic things, all this fantastic stuff that I've been talking about, because it was super important. I know this can totally help you, and that you've all been sitting on your viz waiting for this video to come out. So you're welcome. I'm glad I got it out there. You can now go about your business and make your choices. So cheers, and good luck with that. So yes, oh man, I already said cheers. And I have to do what I like to say is the augur goodbye and fade out of oblivion. Yeah. Cheers. Yes, cheers. I'm sorry, I couldn't find the button.